Me did Yanyante Chua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pakuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye mapim. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Nefesi kakomu Busia for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Everybody should do this for Ghanaian comedians. Please do this before I introduce my next topic. If you are watching from home, I want you to clap for every Ghanaian comedian who is doing something good to activate our showbiz industry. You know, if you are a performer and you want to earn or you want to make money from performance, either you put up your own gig or you pray that someone will get space and money to put together a gig and the person will pay you for it. Sammy, anyway, that is what you can do. Now, Ghanaian comedians have seen the need to put together their own gigs, and I'm so happy that Nana Lion just confirmed to me that Lexi made some good money, and therefore he started negotiating for a brand new car. So next week, if you see him driving around town, the car will have a car number too cute. And they should know what I mean. Customized car number. Too cute. So back to back, like 2 weeks in a row, they have been filling the National Theatre. As a matter of fact, when Lexi finished his show, and I saw posters, I saw flyers that Jacinta was also coming to do her show, I was scared for her. Let me be very honest. In fact, I was even waiting for her to come here last Thursday when we came from Dubai, ran into the studio to do the program. I'm in an interview and the birthday crusade into Antimiamba. I was scared for her. So I was going there with that kind of feeling. I didn't even get there when I saw a post from someone online that if you are coming with a car, find somewhere to park it because you not get a space. And truly, I went there with a car. I could not get a space at the National Theatre parking lot. I had to go to the SNET parking lot before I got a space. It was not free though, I paid. Into I'm buying book, I'm going to that send a because and you may not be to So I'm asking my people, so 2 weeks back to back, comedians have been able to do it. Meanwhile, I know of a musician who has gotten a hit song for the past month. And I can also tell you that almost every weekend, he's home. He's sleeping. He's not playing any gig. And I'm asking that, why are they not doing it? Just as the comedians are putting together their cliques to do these shows, Papaya, Jacinta, OB, Lexi, I know they all have, even Foster Romanis has a show ahead of us, very soon, 23rd December, and some other dates will be announced very soon. What are the guys doing right, and what does this tell our Ghanaian musicians as well? Are they going to sit down to wait for promoters to come to them before they will play a gig? Let's do this. Let's take you back to these venues. Maybe you missed it. Me and Kobe. Let's take you back to these venues. First, let's watch a clip from Lexi's performance at the National Theatre. Then I'll be introducing some more clips to you. Then we'll bring the conversation to the table. Now that it is clear they have been doing it, whether smoothly or roughly, they are doing it. Can it be done by the other guys? Watch it. I'll be back.
Hello. OG, but if you ask them, they know me. Just know this and know me. But I'm never lonely. Sexy ladies, come wipe me with slowly. And I know me, I feel it when you believe I began to boy, I've seen her. Feel nobody, only Jehovah. And then all that is so far. To sing for what I never. So that's no one in the machine. I'm down and don't you know me too bad. Make now what you gotta shake her. They never see me coming. See me coming. They want to stop me. Yeah. Where they go for me? Where they go for me? I never see to eternity. I'm on fire. Let the sea will not die. For me, it's alright. But I'm never I'm gonna break, I'm gonna tire. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna know. Waiting this up. Low key, all of them know they notice. I'm not joking. All my guys, them know me. Since I've been writing this story. I know be OG, but if you ask them, they know me. And the love way I give it, they make me leave her. I forget the boy, I've seen her. They want to stop me. Yeah. Where they go for me? Where they go for me?
Obi's a very good friend. We've done so many. Hey, pilot, crazy people. But I love the whole like flight thing. Wanted to travel to America so bad with my brother Obi and Ponsa. Obi's a very good friend. We've done so many things together. We've been to the club before. Our first time going to the club, we went there around 6 o'clock. Around 6 p.m. We had you see, I'm apostolic. He says the. So we thought that when we go early, we'll get chairs to sit. When we got there, the waitress were like, yes, here they are, both. And we sat down. I think around 11, we had no idea. Every chair in the club has a price tag. Then they came to us and said, boss, please, this place is reserved for people who can afford 20,000. Then Obi and I moved to the smallest. And they came, they said 10,000, we moved, 5,000, move. So we said, now let's stand. So when you stand by one pillar, the lady was talking, I said, hey, I asked you 500. And Obi's a bad friend. He took me to the strip club for the first time. He said there's a strip club somewhere at Sprinters, 40 CDs, you get a lap dance. So I went there and I realized that stripping is not something Ghanaian should pursue. Especially if you are people. You see how strippers can give you a lap dance and at some point they want to like rub their finger on your lips like that. So when she did that, I could smell her burn wine. And I said, I said, Etiwo, you pray. And you have a catikondo.
Oh my goodness. So that was just a portion. I know the big one or the full video will be uploaded on Lexi the Comics YouTube page, so you guys should subscribe and wait for it. It is going to be, I think, about a solid 1 hour performance, and you guys can't miss that. So subscribe to it and wait for it now. Now let's watch video number 2. Jacinta's performance. That is the one night stand. That was just last Saturday, and yes, thankfully I was there this time, so I also witnessed this particular show live and in Khaled. Let's watch it. I'll be back.
Ghana for Mason Day.
The most important thing is the story, not the script.
All right, so I'm sure my producers are still trying to get that. So when they get it right, we'll come back to it. But let's start with Nana Lion. I know you have been with these guys doing their thing. What is working for them, and can our guys in the music department replicate this?
Well, I think what's working for them has to do a lot with unity. As I've been with them, like you mentioned, I think time our COVID by and COVID was in its prime. I've been a fan of Ghanaian comedy for a very long time. I think we have some intelligent comedians. As a programs manager for Plaza, I sat down with Obi and Ponsa, and Lexi and Jerry. And we decided to create a 1 hour comedy show on radio to boost comedy. And then from there, I've seen we have organized some of these comedy shows for people to attend. I think you have been there. WMT and things, of that. So it tells you that when these guys decided to come together, I think back then Ghanaian comedians were not together like we are seeing that. It was not like there was a friction, but you would hardly see a DKB. What's the name of the guy? The one who's a musician now.
Foster. No, not Foster. Not Foster. The Koforidua bass boy. What's his name? David Oscar. Yeah.
So you'd hardly see a DKB David Oscar put up a show together, even though they had something running on Viasat One. But the shows that we were attending were usually headlined by Nigerians, and they were also on the road and all of that. So when these guys came together, the unity was able to create a particular bond. Now this bond forces them to think, what do we need to do? Well, okay, Obi, who numbers kakra? Lexi, who numbers kakra? Oh, MJ the comedian, who numbers kakra? Yeah, the show be too swag. Who numbers baba will feel. So they started small. Even Lexis took you to be mute at this time or here on National Theatre. Or started with Snap Cinema, and Snap Cinema is like a 300 capacity. You understand? They started small and gradually moved it to bigger. Obi and Ponsa did it in December as well. I was his backstage manager. Okay, it was a beautiful experience. But bringing it to our musicians to say if it can be replicated is a big no.
Big no?
Oh, it's a big no.
But Nana Lion, our musicians have numbers more than the comedians. So what do you mean by it is going to be a big no?
But the Ghanaian entertainment fund is not a fund that spends. that's because even for these guys, they should be earning more than they are earning. What's the average they charge? 100 cedis in today's Ghana for the logistics they put together. Me show no comedy show, my organizer be that. So I know what I'm talking about. The logistics that goes into it and the amounts they charge. Sometimes you don't even break even. And like I'm a witness. Obi and Ponsa, I'm a witness. We have done comedy shows in this country that we run at a loss. Here we are. Obi by Bianiaji. Here we are near to staircase. You understand? Everybody is happy. So when I am happy for them that people are recognizing comedy. But I know behind the scenes they are not making a lot of money that they should. Not to really compare, but comparison is good. Yeah. Yen share Akwayo fi Nigeria and say about comedy scene. Oga Sabinus. Sabinus to me man who so echo London. Yeah. Echo ye show. Yeah. And just 70 pounds. 30 pounds. 40 pounds. You understand? Why? Because the people there, or the show or war Nigeria. I think the regular ticket was 7,000 naira. The people in the country understand the need to spend on talent. We have not gotten there yet. And the bigger conversation here in Ghana is that we need to sensitize the ordinary Ghanaian entertainment fan. And Konfo Bebeka say, Afro Nation, Afro Nation stage, and near Afro Nation. Recently, we released a video. I think the Global Citizen. They released a video of how they mounted the stage. If you watch video, now I'm a classmate, Bills. Blaze, I'm a classmate. If you look at the work that went into it, Sanke, Global Citizen, for the work they did, the kind, that's I mean you were there, the kind of atmosphere they built. If a more castle more charge $50 equivalent in CD, that crowd in Kenya, we will not get half.
But the Ghanaian musician can also do and charge the average 100 Ghana cedis.
But the point is that at the end of the day, you best have it now. Have a catch and say. The video you need to know if you want buy. It's a Ghanaian musician be to say, let's say it's a Ghanaian musician be to say, Sarkodie. decide they say or the show Eco National Theatre actually 100 cities. Everybody in this country will say Sarkodie is bigger than the National Theatre. As a matter of fact, people are saying Sarkodie is bigger than the Conference Center. He needs to move Rapaholic.
Now he's doing it at the Grand Arena.
People are saying he needs to move. Sarkodie needs to go to Independence Square because he has the numbers. But what they are failing to understand is that the numbers in Ghana do not spend. And it is not their fault. A microcosm of the entire economy. You understand? Ghana Hana Yetino, the ordinary Ghanaian, so to watching a catch and so on top park. Once the 50 pesos not better park. What catch on the catch or better women. We don't understand the essence of some things. Into artists no ban obey stage, artists no sound, the appearance, we are looking at it. All of these things, the artist will look at the cost involved and then say that, okay, I'm going to give you this experience because I'm using this kind of lighting, I'm using this kind of stage, I'm using this kind of sound. This experience I'm giving to you, I need you to pay me 300 cedis to come and enjoy it. Obia better say, hey, when was the last time ye event wo Ghana ha? Ebia Accra ha. I will so obia faka. If we tackle her baby say oba, I ain't no oba. But if tomorrow Jay-Z says I am going to Las Vegas, you see people that are traveling from all walks of America to go and see him, and that is how they make the money. You understand? Afro Nation it takes the people from the diaspora to come and spend. Because we Afro Nation websites now we share tickets in now. But the Ghanaians want that experience, but they don't want to pay for it. It's in me a Ghanaian artist that I would not want to organize my own show. Because if I organize my own show, it is more like I am doing charity. And it is Stoneboy, Adoko Saka. You see the number of people that will come. Because that place, he will not spend as much as he would spend at the Independence Square or the Grand Arena. Into a year or Saka no yen free more. Now I am able to say corporate social responsibility. No, I ain't free amamu.
But he has the Beam Friends show.
The Beam concept.
The Beam concept.
Yes, the Beam. But at the end of the day, it needs to be bigger than that. You understand? These people have the number. Says Stoneboy in Sarkodie in Shatter. Almost a more stadium. They will fill the stadium, but it is relative to how much they are charging. If they decide to do a stadium concert, do proper decor, do proper sound, proper stage, proper lighting. Let's see. Pay me 300 cedis to enter. They will not show up. So the Ghanaian Entertainment Fund needs a renewing of his mind. And then you economy you understand? 300 no crown. You sing 1 weekend and some days. Into a concert. So we, in as much as we need to do this, we need to be very circumspect and very honest.
So you think that the Ghanaian musician can do it?
I think the Ghanaian musician can, but shouldn't. He will run at a loss. The truth is one.
So should the promoter do it? If you think the Ghanaian musician can, but shouldn't do it, should the promoter do it?
Thank you very much for going there. And that is where it becomes a bigger conversation. That is where I get angry with the Ghanaian artist. That's why I get super angry with, because who Ghanaian artists, you know these problems. But as a promoter for us, me to me organize show me the whole toswa. Now about 500,000 billion, knowing very well that your fans, you the artist, over about 500,000 billion, but you know in your heart of heart that your fans won't pay that ticket that is required for the promoter to get his money back. You know.
Okay. So to my Ghanaian musicians, this is a challenge we are throwing to you. I was thinking that it is possible and that you guys can do it. I was thinking that you guys have numbers far bigger than the Ghanaian comedians have numbers. Social media reactions, you have more than Lexi. So if Lexi can fill the 3 tiers of the National Theatre and you are scared to try or you cannot try, we have to find out what the problem is. And I loved Nana Lyons or Mr. Lyons' last commentary about promoters and you guys, your budget. Yeah, now. A dream any nyansaso. Kojo, come through. What the Ghanaian comedians are doing, can the musician do it?
Okay, in the first place, let me commend them. I think they are doing great for themselves, and I even posted on Facebook that I'm enjoying the unity, and they are putting up these days because through that they can achieve whatever they set their mind to do, and I'm not surprised that. They are pulling the numbers we are seeing now. And I think with time, each and every one of them moving to the list, they will also have the opportunity to pull these numbers, because when it's a, let's say, a Jerry show, you know that OB, Lexi, and all the other guys are coming. So you are coming to enjoy that variety. And so kudos to them for changing the narrative, the perception that Ghanaians had about them some years back. I think they've broken that jinx, and now everything is in place.
Okay.
Can the musicians do it? Yes. It's a big yes. They can do it. And even easier. They can do it, but you see,
it is going to be easier for them to do it.
Very easy.
How?
Compare Lexi and let's say Stonebwoy.
Can you come down from?
We want you to come down.
Yeah.
But these are A-list comedians. So you compare to A-list.
No. I know. I just want it to be very practical.
Because
no. The reason Stonebwoy has been doing it. So even if he says Stonebwoy can do it,
how many times?
Oh no. But he's been doing it.
Okay.
So if he says Stonebwoy can do it, you've not said anything different.
Okay.
Like how to come down.
Give me the people. Which one?
Kofi Jamal.
Kofi Jamal or Yao Tog or Kwesiata.
Kwesiata. Leave it there. Leave it at Kwesiata.
Yes, Kwesiata should be able to fill the national theater 3 times in a year or 4.
He said he can do it.
He should be able.
He should.
He can do it 3 times.
He should and he can.
Okay, let me see. He can do it 3 times.
Okay.
In a year.
So why are they not doing it?
You see, the Ghanaian musicians are like rich. They behave like rich man's child. They were brought out from the era of, or the mindset of, I have to book you. I have to book you, then pay you big money. Then you come and perform. As to whether I will make loss, people who attend the show, they don't care about it. So that is what has shaping their scope. And we all know about this game. It's about getting more money. You always think of how to get more revenue or get streams of revenue. And so, one, you have the guitar stores. You people stream your songs and you make money from there. You are booked on shows, you make money from there. Brand endorsement, you make money from there. The next one, which I think they can make more money, is staging their own shows. And that is where they are running away from. Maybe they are afraid of the risk that is involved. But then, even that is when, after OB or Lexi has been able to put out their own show and fill the capacity, do you think if you are calling him for an event, it is going to be easy? It has added up to his ratings. Now I can tell on my own, I can fill the National Theatre. So you can't come with me with any amount. And if a Kwesiata is able to do a show at the National Theatre and fill it, your value will go up. You can even use that to leverage for sponsorships and stuff. But the fear is they don't want to pay the expenses. And that is what the event organizers have been complaining about Ghanaian musicians. Even to the point that they come in with event organizers to collaborate. You have the resources, I have my materials, I have the money. You also come as an artist, let's run this and split the revenue. They will never do it. Because always they are waiting for the next event organizer to book them.
To pay them.
Now, what are even the A-list? The reason why I included them, how many shows do they run in a year? Like Sarkodie, only Rapaholic. That is a paid for event. Apart from that, no other event.
You did the system.
It's free. It's free. It's a free event.
Yeah.
So a whole Sarkodie with
the organization is not free.
A whole Sarkodie with Sack Nation. Sack Nation. One show. My brother was talking about how difficult it is to organize some of these events. Yes. If Ghanaian musicians, the patronage or the people who pay for these shows, their purchasing power is low, you have to come down to their level. You complain about people will say, oh, we expect you to come from the roof, you expect you to do this, or this space is bigger than you. That leave it to them. They don't understand what you are doing. You are doing business. So if I want to make money, and I calculate what is the capacity of the National Theatre, 1,500 cedis. If I charge 100 cedis, I'm making 150,000, and you think I deserve to play stadium before you see me as an artist. That should be your problem. So you devise a show that will fit the purchasing power of your audience. So if you have to spend in a way that you can make money, you have to do that. By not doing
something
going for props and accoutrement that will make you charge like 500 cedis, and they are unable to pay. So if it is about 100 cedis, give them something that will suit, because we still have people who are willing to pay for that.
Okay.
We have shows that we charge higher based on what we put in there, like what we did, the Global Citizens. When you see the nature of that event, you know that if we were to be paid for, you know the and I make her say, you know the amount to charge.
So what?
If no, now can I make you? Now can I make you?
I'm charging 200 Ghana can you pardon?
No, I'm not saying anything different.
No, I know.
I'm not saying anything. What I'm trying to say is that
I just have one question. That don't you think, say, Obeka say, Obiti say Sarkodie, Obiti say Stoneboy. If say Omubesha, Omunshe, Omuhusu show no munye, Omunye show Omubeji 100 Ghana just for their audience and all of that. Are we not setting mediocrity as our standard?
No. This is not about mediocrity.
Okay, could you be wrapping up?
In business, what you see as value is different from what I see as value.
No, but if the
value
is not right,
I'm coming.
Wrong.
Value comes with different explanations, and even quality comes with different explanations. A marketer can tell quality is conformance to specifications.
There is a
fitness for purpose. I'm coming. Fitness for purpose.
This is education. There's a reason we have something called standard board.
I know. It measures quality. I'll come back to you.
Quality doesn't differ. There's a standard.
That's what I'm telling you. When we say quality is conformance to specifications, you know this table.
Yes.
If you are building a table for a studio setup, you can't build just any table. This table can only work here. It cannot work elsewhere.
So it is convenient here. It is not quality across board.
Brother,
it's convenient.
Brother, listen.
Allow.
When we say fitness for purpose, that is quality. Because what you do, if we are using Android, there are certain things this Android phone will do. An iPhone can't do.
So what? Like mine. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you think your iPhone is quality more than mine, you are being mistaken. So now what I'm trying to tell you is that you wouldn't understand, because I'm talking marketing. I'm talking marketing. So maybe you wouldn't understand. If you have done marketing, you understand it.
Yeah, marketing executive.
Which knows the levels of quality. If you explain to you,
it's got to be wrapping up.
Performance to specification. These are all reasons why we call quality.
I know.
So the point is, you are there thinking of what standard? What standard? Who determines that? If I'm a Sarkodie and I will play a show that will fit people who can pay 100 cedis, and I have spent 50,000 and I'm pocketing 100,000 home, who cares about the man sitting here thinking I should go and fill the dome? You say there's a standard. What standard? There's nothing like standard when we are talking about business. It is your own perception. It is your own perception here. And so some of these reasons may be why they are not trying to do that. Because yes, we know the average Ghanaian can pay more for events. The last show, Sarkodie, how much did he charge?
No, that was some good money. He was doing some tables.
Oh yes, he charged some good money.
Yeah.
So what tells you? What tells you if Sarkodie is doing a show at 300 Ghana cedi at the National Theatre, he can't do that? And even in fact, we even heard that the National Theatre has certain plans that in the calendar year they do some festivals. So during that time, they are looking for creatives who are ready to collaborate. Some of these things they don't even know. So they will be sitting there. So Ekwasiata, as in the fashion of the comedy guys, if Ekwasiata is running the show, you know Ekwakufle can come there, you know Kofi Mole, Pamna MP, and these are all artists who have bangers.
And they have numbers.
They have numbers. Why are you telling me they can't do it? They can do that. If the comedians have shown the way, they can do that. But as the Ghanaians, unlike the comedians, you know, it is not easy for them to be booked. we don't regularly book them.
Yeah.
But the musicians, they know that at least
They will get some
gigs.
village
So it is making them to seem not to maximize their revenue. Hence, these people thinking that okay, let's unite and stage our own shows. With time, we will become powerful. And if you call us, we can charge you more. But if you are not paying me good, I can organize my own show and make my money.
All right, thank you. Roland will speak finally, and I'll pick Nana Lion's audition he wanted to do. Yes, Ro.
Nana, I come do Thank you. It answers my question. Comedians na come diom. So my dream.
Dabi. Adiom and Egusudium.
Adiom. Into no my dream. My
Come to be out.
In the sea in Adiom.
Adiom.
Tilexi Comedino.
Adiom.
Obi.
Pa.
Jerry.
Oh.
Chemical. Foster.
Oh, yeah, sell out.
No. You see, it is in that context. At a point, even on major platforms, you don't see the mention or you don't hear the mention of comedy. It was as if said almost a simple. And there was no conversation about them. So why can they go book your mumpo? Someone why can they go book your mum? I catch us a 500, 200. No, you go hungry. Which is why that time Obi was doing the optometry, Any comedy was part time.
Why now has he stopped?
Now he has stopped. He is doing comedy full time.
Are you sure? No.
He still runs.
Obi
and
Bonsa.
Yeah.
He told you or you are assuming? No, he told you or you are assuming?
Oh, he told me. I know for
that he stopped the optometry.
Oh, yes.
Okay. The last time I spoke to you, says
Obi, if you are watching, please confirm. Are you still working as an eye doctor or now it is 100% comedy with
okay.
your what's the current I did saying?
Even if since in a lion kind, last time I said the man, what will make somebody
say I'll call 5 hour akatu.
You understand? And that is the level they've gotten to now. Last time I said, if we think say comedy omuni industry now, this is a clear indication said they now have a solid industry. And it is no joke. Now you call Lexi. Last time in an interview he said now you only need more than 20,000. I don't call any A-list comedian. And he's not joking. For people who have filled the National Theatre. Fancy Gadam came from the north to fill the National Theatre. You know what it means? It is a huge endorsement on his brand. Looking at Baby One, the audience appeal. Any baby what be drew has say what be pure filling National Theatre. A big deal. Because when you take to the music side, we know say when it comes to numbers game there, when you take the average comedian and an average musician, obviously musician there's the likelihood so more numbers than the average comedian. So now it comes to your question as to why they are not doing it. The first one has to do with lack of collaboration. They don't collaborate a lot. The only time you hear musicians saying collaboration is when they want to feature. That's the only collaboration they understand. The only language they understand when it comes to collaboration. They new feature, man verse. And the verse in the campaign, most of them, man free verse. Lack of collaboration, because you see, there are so many event organizers and promoters who would wish, say, an artist will walk to their doorstep, or even when they have a conversation with an artist to say, I want to do this so and so event. Can I partner with you? Let's break 50-50. Let's hold that partnership. I am putting my reputation and my stuff on the line. You also bring yours, and let's run this. Eko year we chop. Anko year, then we know at least we've tried something. But on you. Because say anko ye pe. But only onim say anko year. Event organizer ni who. That is the collaboration bit. And now, collaboration among omo hunanka sampono. And shada nye papa sa.
The musicians.
Oh yes.
Okay.
And shada nye papa sa. The only time I'll be who say, oh, if you're more what? A cocoa season like the last quarter. And no sir, omo say Charlie. You find some crop crop of musicians be on now from January to December or November. Omo shows one pet. In January to November, one pet. In January, send the colleague, be friend, say, oh Charlie, me person me headline me concert. I need you support. I'm not simple.
Be one corner, bet me no be a campo.
Oh yes. It is that time I won't say, come on, dinner. It's after no bad dream say, yay. I need to help this guy and support him. Maybe me could me get TNT 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. I mean, they are sorting more out. That is it. The second one has to do with cost. Holding an event, a very costly. And most of these musicians, yes, we sometimes what's the free sack what the more middle class. Okay, now they are back from Accra. You see, organizing events, networking, it is no joke. You have to think of security, safety measures, your audience, and now patronage.
Publicity.
Publicity. I don't want to have a branch. Sanya even safety measures in the campus. A big deal. And it is like costful. And some of these guys, as much as we see them say they have bangers, they have this, they have that, because most of them don't have good business line, they don't have that money. So yes, you also or you're huge in the public domain, or like or you're popular, or song in the domain, or you're banging, then. But in beside you say the way I then you're popular, sana ni bottom tiana. No, they don't have that kind of money. AY Poyo went viral not long ago. He was almost everywhere. I'm the goat. Was it not one of the most popular songs?
Yeah.
Today, if you want AY Poyo to bear the cost of organizing a show at the National Theatre, do we think he can? You see, that is another conversation. The cost involved. All these guys that fill the National Theatre, if they should tell you the cost involved in filling that auditorium, any joke, you can either run at a loss or even break even. That is the risk involved. Okay. And some of these are B-class artists or the middle class artists can't bear that cost. Now has to do with approach. The way they approach the whole event circles. ABCD. The only thing they know about events is your friend you book him in my copy for me. That is it. As to how you have to contact this person
but this is not supposed to be their job, as in the musician's job.
Yes, I know.
We have seen George Quay's Image Bureau do gigs with Sammy, Akwabo and co. I'm not sure it is them to do the day-to-day running of the organization.
That lies in the collaboration bit that I spoke about earlier.
They are not ready to do it.
They are not ready to do it. So
but now, there are people who are ready to do that for them.
By onye because I don't need the nipa because I don't know what I say. And I am saying approach because there are so many things you do. There are so many things you do to organize events.
Okay.
And they don't want to enter into that hustle.
Okay.
Stage because I collaboration. So whatever I ask me as an event promoter organizer, whatever I do, because I am doing it with you, I have to liaise with you.
Yeah.
You have to know whatever is going on. Into say you need to know. You need to know. Sa headache and they don't want to go through it. Business eye. Sometimes these people do these things and because needs our business eye, they fail. By because of
opportunities in what
the opportunities. About some of these auditoriums, sometimes giving their space out with some discounts and all that. Fantasy Dome, when was the last time we heard about Fantasy Dome?
They are renovating.
They are renovating.
And I hear Alliance Française, right? Yeah. They have some good deals with artists. Good deals with artists. They will give you sound and things.
The national theatre is there. When the Ben Omasori Aka say, oh Charlie, this team member, Charlie, go ask about this auditorium. Let's see if at this period, this season, almost some packages be a bit me at appeal. No, that is the business eye. Audience appeal. It will shock you to know that most of these people know their songs are banging on the street. They are very popular, but they don't know the kind of audience appeal they have on the street. And it's two different things. There is a difference between you having 2 million followers on Instagram and also you having 2 million followers on the ground. Which is why you're belly artist, you name omo ye di omo call crowd neighbor show. Any more idea omo support it. It's no beyond Japan. So you might think so the person has songs. Oh, among one name he is very popular. But I tell you, funny pan only for no him to show so. You will see the number of people that will show up. As for what Lion said, I am wrapping up. What Lion said about Ghanaians don't have that purchasing power. It is a lie. It is not true. Now, in our age, global citizen almost $500. I tell you, people will pay.
Rich people.
Ghanaians. Ghanaians.
Which class of Ghanaians?
They say,
take your time.
Yes. So whether it is the
people will pay. No. And so how many of them do we have?
Oh, baby.
Oh, please. Include like the number we got there. No. So are you saying like you get like the number we got there on the day?
For how long? How much was Dirty Wave? How much did Mr. Easy charge for Dirty Wave?
Okay.
Was it not organized in Ghana?
Let me tell Jata to come and work on my screen in-house for me. Jata, yes.
How much did Mr. Easy charge for the Dirty Wave? They didn't happen in Ghana. No, not Kukulobiti. I'm talking about
Untamed.
Yes, Untamed. How much did he charge from with that concert? Yes, I was there. I was there when Coffee came to perform. I was there. And that was
how much did you pay?
It was. I did not pay. I went there to work. I went to work.
No, I just want to address a few things.
Yes, I went to work. So you see,
let me give
I am talking about the global citizen. See, the people that I expect and say will be to 100 CDs and expecting you to come from the sky. It is not reasonable, bro. Somebody who is paying 500 CDs or 1,000 CDs would expect that. So if you should charge global citizen, or charge you be global citizen, say ombe to 1,000 CDs or 500 CDs. Now, who the magnitude or the quality of event or the manner? Come on, who wouldn't pay? Sarkodie in the last Rapaholic concert, didn't he charge? The least ticket was 500 CDs. Yet he had close to 5,000 people in the auditorium. And you want to say Ghanaians don't buy?
Well,
why
Roland Amate is into events, so I want to believe some of the things he's talking about. Oh yes, I know Nana Lion, Mr. Lion too is into events. But someone talked about we doing comparison. No, we are not doing comparison. In my position, every week, one artist is failing the National Theatre. Trust me, I'll be fine. Do you know why I'll be fine? That artist you one day meet me and say, oh, brasa me J500 kotofu. And you say me, no, I don't need like that. But because Abia Ababe interview her on the back, I know people are appreciative, not all of them, but somebody will. So if the guys are doing it, and they are making the numbers, what are the Ghanaian musicians sitting down doing? Weekend. When they make Sammy Flex, me mini show be abo. Ekotna ayi Empress or North Canadian limi kodi catfisher. Oh, what more coming mamokao? Nana, oh, the mama 2 minutes na faka me become back. Yeah, it's snappy, mommy. Maybe less than 2 minutes. I want to do my last topic.
You see Kwesiata as a case.
Yes, we are using Kwesiata.
National Theatre.
Kwesiata and Lexi.
They may back Kwesiata of the National Theatre. And now for 4 members, 1 year 4. Kweku Flake, Kwame MP, Kelvin Boy, Kamido. Kwesiata be National Theatre, sound, publicity, which includes billboards and all that. You can't be able to cost to fill the National Theatre cost. 60,000. That's the cost of filling National Theatre.
I can confidently take out publicity.
That's you. I am being realistic.
No. What I mean that Nana, you have a show on Plus FM. Yeah. If Kwesi says, "Oh, Nana Moran coming," you go charge him.
I don't go charge him.
Exactly.
No, hold on.
Nobody go charge him.
But that publicity you are taking out. If Kwesi wants to mount, let's say 10 billboards across.
Why 10?
He can even have deals that can do this.
Wait.
But still allow.
I'm saying that cost is taking you 60,000.
Okay, yes.
Kwesi
granted. 60,000, yes.
Kwesi
National Theatre is
1,500.
Yes.
Kwesi on say Kweku Flake beba beboa. The intro 10K be sending him. Get the man no so far. You see?
No. They like to pay.
Wait. Money.
There is a part I am arriving.
That's what I was saying.
No, yeah, the 10K shake we flick him the same as Kevin Boy, Kwame MP, Kamido. That's show when you thank you. Okay, you understand? Now,
that's all she's got.
No, how many guys?
There's a reason I am doing all of this.
Okay.
The main motive behind this calculation is to prove to you that it is not worth it. All you are trying to do here.
No, but the 10,000 you are.
Hold on. All you are trying to do here is to rob Peter to pay Paul. That's what you are doing. Kweku flake where they your money 10,000 yeah down for your money 2K. That's what you want to do.
Wait.
No, that is what you want to do.
Is it a bad thing?
It is very bad. Brasami 2K would be there. As the artists that came to stand there and perform and worked. Maybe on the set or the dancers beba. Or befa car if you be beba. Or besha tarifo for the aba and papa.
Do you know there is a reality that these guys are doing it for themselves without the 10K you are mentioning?
Yes, the reality is there, but all I am trying to tell you is that eventually these guys have gotten to a certain level that I am trying to say that say it is send your next yena. Omunya free. So these outrageous numbers I have put here are realistically what they should be getting after performing on other shows.
And then they will not be charging 100 cedis. Excessive.
So that's what I'm telling you.
No, you can't put Kweku Flake and 5 other artists and tell me you are charging 100 cedis.
Let's manage time.
All I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, this is the monies they are supposed to take home. So if you are not giving them this, it means that they entered into something that was not a fruitful venture. They are taking home 200 Ghana, 2,000 Ghana cedis, which was not worth it.
Because you're not seeing a bigger picture.
What is the bigger picture? Okay. Let me finish. The last thing he said, at the end of the day, if you do a show in Global Citizens capacity and you charge 500 Ghana cedis, people will come. Ask him, how many people in this country have disposable income? It is people with disposable income that can fill those places. What are you talking about?
You cannot get 1,000
everywhere in the world. The people that pay for those are people with disposable income.
500 easily like that.
What are you talking about?
How many of Global Citizen shows have you had in Ghana?
No.
How many is a typical example?
And Kofonko.
Diasporans never. Ghanaians say now more. I'm going to beg you for tickets.
It's okay. Kojo wanted to come in. Thank you, Nana.
On the so I bought me 100 Ghana. I bought no 8,500. In business, we have relationships. There are certain things here you enjoy in business free for nothing. And what we are my time. If there is that connection. And Kosiata come does and these people support. And the next time, Kweku Flake also does. Are they not supporting each other to make money?
And that's how they do it as a matter of fact.
No, but what you are feeling
this is not about, they are all in the business together. Why are you telling me that?
The numbers Sarkodie will bring to the National Theatre is not the same as what Kwame MP will bring to the National Theatre. If Kwame MP goes to support Sarkodie and Sarkodie comes to support Kwame MP, one is running at a loss, one is gaining. What are you saying? What kind of mathematics
we are talking about? When I mentioned Sarkodie, what did you say? You told me I should.
So this argument is to some section.
But what are we talking about?
Not every musician.
We are looking at the average musician.
If Sarkodie is doing, we can also talk about Samini and Shatawale's homeboy. So if somebody come and perform on a Sarkodie show for free, and Sarkodie also perform on a Samini show for free, are they not benefiting equally?
No.
And you as an event organizer, you as an event organizer talking about putting 10 billboards and all this to come around at the cost, there should be a problem. Because if you are organizing an event, you should factor your cost. It is about value for money. If whatever you are putting into the organization of the event, your target cannot pay.
Why do we hail three music in this country? Why do we hail three music in the first place? Because they go over the top to give you an experience.
And they make a loss. And they make a loss.
But you hail them because you think they are doing you international standards.
So what you don't know
when three music is putting a scheme together. What 200 Ghana call?
What you don't know is maybe three music
has a different objective. Aside
the objective is to make money. It is simple.
No, Mr. Lion.
If your objective is to make money, you make sure that you don't overspend and you are not able to get it. So you calculate your risk. You already told me the Ghanaian patronage, they don't have disposable income.
Exactly.
And you as a business person, you are working with people who do not have disposable income, and you are giving them sophisticated experience that they can't pay. You are doing a wrong business.
So at the end of the day, that is why I come back and tell you that you want us to celebrate mediocrity. No, you want us to celebrate mediocrity. That's what you are doing. Now you are back talking to me about the fact
Order. Honorable members, take your time. You are disturbing another Danko Kufa. Hold it. This is the beauty of this show. We don't fight. We argue intellectually, and I'm sure that is what we are doing. Only we are raising our voices. And let's bring it down. So we speak one after the other. No, behind me making a point here. Good. So Kojo.
Let me
and already you're chopping at 10 minutes from the beginning of the show.
In defining your target audience, knowing their purchasing power is key. So the comedy terrain, now they have defined their audience and they know how much they can spend. So knowing how much they can spend, it should inform you of the kind of expenditure you should make.
Okay.
If not, you are not making a good business.
Thank you, Ro.
Exactly. Nana Lion is not being realistic because he's not looking at the.
Thank you, not trust your money minimum.
No. He can choose to write the 10K. Let's agree with his 10K. You see, that mentality is the reason why we are not seeing the type of artists we want them to do it. It is that mentality. That's why we are not seeing them do it. You see, but the reality that he doesn't know is that they are even doing it. You understand? Okay? You see what the comedians are doing. If me Alexi, na me see me show. I want to seek for sponsorship from this company, maybe MTN. But the person who say, I have you guys your support because me and sure I have the caliber of these artists to mount my stage. It's obviously they would want to listen to me on Beba. And if I should get that sponsorship. Now, the next thing is that if we are indeed looking at the bigger picture, if Ochna Wonsu Koye will show and you ask me for that same support and with that same mindset that this is your target, this is your target, I will also help you, and that is what is helping them.
Okay. No, hold. I'll give you a minute.
Kwekufleke here the show on National Theatre. Let's count the number of artists that came to support it. Let's count the number.
Is that good?
And if it will grow us together, why not?
I don't want to for the respect.
Not shout again.
I'm not shouting. Brasami, my question is simple. Or make an analogy be say, or call MTN or budget, not the yen in kwa. Mind you, that is not a determinant that MTN will spend. Number one, Nkofue, or more boom, comedians, or more boom, I should when MTN are spending. When Vodafone are spending. But they go to all of these places for money. MTN determines where they want to put their money based on what they are looking for. Hold on. You are sitting here saying they are growing. Have you checked their finances? I am sitting here on this show telling you that I have done 3 of that show with them. And we sit on staircase and cry with Lexi. But you are sitting here drawing wrong analogies and drawing conclusions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Lion.
The last one is
no, hold it. Data, if you can call Lexi for me on the phone, I want to ask him one question. Just one question. Call Lexi the comic on the phone. Call him on the phone for me. Just one question. I want to say good evening to you, Dinah Asiedu, Mrs. I went to Kolebu today. I took my baby girl to Kolebu Children's Department, and I met one, Adam. And Adam told me the wife is a fan of Sammy Flex and what I do on TV and Sammy Flex TV, YouTube. So he actually gave my number to the wife. The wife called me before I came for the show. So Mrs. Dana Siedu, I want to believe it is Mrs. Dana Siedu. It is Adam's wife. Good evening, madam. And to Abigail Obin, a.k.a. Abby Queen Star. You are also the wife of Door to Door CEO. They are into phone repairs and servicing. Abigail Obin, Mrs. Today is also your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Abigail Obin. And Nana Grada, good evening to you. Wherever you are, and to whoever is watching us. So at this stage, yes, you have Lexi on the line. Okay, Lexi, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Sam.
Hope everything is fine.
Oh, so far I would say it's been good.
Thank you, thank you. I'm wrapping my show in the next 5 minutes, but I have just some 2 questions to ask you, and I want us to be very brief if we can.
Yeah.
Your last show you did at the National Theatre, that is Too Cute to Be Mute. Did you make profit?
I won't call it profit. I was able to break even.
You were able to break even?
Yeah.
How about the previous one before this very last one?
The previous one, because of the size of the place and the amount I charge, I would say I didn't make enough profit. But I didn't run at a loss. But I made a little profit compared to the National Theatre.
Oh, okay. Would you do it again?
Yeah, I would do any day, anytime. I would do it again.
What is working for you guys? Because after you were able to fill the National Theatre to the brim, some of us were scared that the next guy will be able to do it. But the lady did it. Jacinta is the person I'm talking about here. What is the secret working for you guys? That we are having a debate here in the studio that can the Ghanaian musician replicate what you guys are doing?
Okay. I would say the unity among us, that we all collectively want to grow and get to a certain level, so that the young ones also come and can ride on the whatever we've done in the past with regards to the industry.
Okay.
And also another thing is comedy audience. I would say they have the purchasing power. They don't like to go for shows that will get them jumping. They actually go there to enjoy people perform to them. You get it? But so in Ghana, the Night of Thousand Lives is one of the most. It is one of the
most patronized
brands.
Okay.
Yeah, patronized business. They've done the Ghana Rocks. They are done with it. Apart from I think DTM, the only existing brand they've been running for over the years is 1,000 laps.
Okay.
It's because the last one they sold tables for 5,000, 8,000.
Wow.
And this is not cheap.
Wow.
And those who pay for those monies are like the people within a certain class. They have the purchasing power. So the audience for comedy, yes, they have the money to pay. And if any day we decide to do a show. Last Saturday, there were 2 comedy shows in Ghana. One at the National Theatre, one at the Snapson. All had a packed auditorium.
Okay.
How did it happen? Because the people there who enjoy comedy have the money to pay for it. But I think some of us are really taking the risk. We don't even know the power we carry in terms of pricing our event. Sometimes you try it and at some point you realize that no, people are willing to pay more than what you even priced for the event. Like my show, for instance, there was nothing like VIP, but I had people calling me that would there be VIP? If there's no VIP, I won't come. Meaning I had to force my way, create a VIP for the people who really want to be part of the VIP. And the price, I doubled the figure, 100 to 200 cities.
Wow.
And I had quite a good number of people buying the VIP. I think after the time of the event, VIP, I had exhausted the VIP tickets. I had to print more. And people still bought it at the gate. You get it. So the audience for comedy are quite different from a musician. Wow. Because music, you can just get it, go on the streaming platforms and get it in. But comedy has a different vibe. You know, you want to hear what the comedian will say the next time he mounts the stage. You don't have to wait till it comes online. So every time people are always looking out for the next moment where a comedian will mount the platform and also share his experience. Especially like with the likes of Friday Face, who I placed on my event. Many people have it's been a while they saw him perform. So everybody would love to come and hear whatever he has to say after all he's been through as an artist. And we have the likes of Obi Aponza, who would always touch on political figures and get himself in trouble. So people would want to go and see, okay, what will he say this time? I want to see, have the information first hand before any other person shares it with me. And like a few other people who also have a certain brand of card for themselves with regards to comedy. So comedy has a different approach. And I keep saying this. With what I did last time, I realized that no, I can charge more. So maybe I've learned from my mistake. I will elevate it a little, and the experience will be updated.
All right. Thank you so much, Lexi the Comic, for talking to us. We appreciate your time.